The Philadelphia Eagles have captured the attention of fans and analysts alike this season, and every week seems to bring new storylines to dissect. Watching them in action recently, it's clear that the offense has moments of brilliance, but also stretches where they seem hesitant, almost waiting for the game to unfold rather than shaping it on their terms. Cam Jurgens has been at the center of discussions, and revisiting his recent performances highlights both his strengths and areas that raise concern. Despite some struggles, there is undeniable talent across the roster, and players like Saquon Barkley continue to provide sparks of energy and confidence that can lift the team in critical moments. Barkley's ability to stay composed after setbacks and maintain his belief in the team's potential exemplifies why the Eagles remain a compelling team to watch, even in games that test their patience and execution. Looking back at matchups like the one against the Falcons, the unpredictable nature of football is on full display. Small decisions, moments of hesitation, and missed opportunities can swing the outcome in either direction, and while the loss stung, it offered valuable lessons in execution and strategy. With the Seattle Seahawks no longer in contention for playoff positioning, the Eagles faced the intriguing scenario of either meeting the 49ers or the Rams. Each presents unique challenges. One is known for disciplined, methodical play, and the other for bursts of dynamic offense that can overwhelm opponents. Securing the second seed remains a goal, as it ensures at least a couple of home games, an advantage that cannot be underestimated when postseason intensity reaches its peak. The ongoing debate about whether to play starters or reserves in the remaining regular season contest reflects the balance teams must strike between maintaining momentum and managing risk. There is confidence in the depth of the roster, yet the fine line between preparation and overexertion is ever present. Individual performances have become a highlight, especially when considering the progression of players like Jalen Hurts. Early doubts about his ability to fill the void left by Josh Sweat have largely dissipated over the last 8 games. Hunt has accumulated impressive stats: 5.5 sacks, 27 pressures, 10 quarterback hits, and an overall pass rush grade from Pro Football Focus that reflects his impact on the field. His presence forces opposing offenses to adjust, creating space for teammates and helping the defense control the tempo. Similarly, Jalen Hurts has shown a careful and steady hand with the football, avoiding costly mistakes even in high-pressure moments. While these contributions might not dominate headlines, their influence on game outcomes is profound, demonstrating that success is often built on a foundation of discipline, awareness, and decision-making under duress. The offensive side of the ball, however, continues to raise questions. Cam Jurgens remains a polarizing figure, as his struggles against consistent pass rush moves have been visible throughout the season. The offensive line as a unit has occasionally faltered in providing the protection and consistency needed to sustain drives, while backups like Frey Johnson perform within expectations. Inconsistencies from starters, including Jordan Matta and Landon Dickerson, highlight a vulnerability that opponents can exploit. Efforts to incorporate creative plays, tosses, unconventional runs, and misdirection show glimpses of potential, but are frequently undermined by execution issues. The result is a unit capable of brilliance, but prone to lapses that disrupt defensive rhythm, particularly in the second half of games when maintaining momentum is crucial. Coaching decisions have also come under the microscope, with a recurring theme of conservatism. The team often settles for field goals in situations where more aggressive play could convert third-and-long opportunities into pivotal first downs or touchdowns. This cautious approach can limit scoring potential and inadvertently shift momentum to the opposition, while the Eagles' defense is a stabilizing force. Relying too heavily on it constrains the offensive ceiling. Moments where the offense could seize control are sometimes met with predictable handoffs or straightforward plays rather than dynamic, high-reward concepts. The first halves frequently showcase a slightly more assertive Eagles offense, but as games progress, the strategy can shift toward a passive approach, leaving too much responsibility on the defense and limiting the team's overall effectiveness. The running game has been a mixed bag, with certain plays failing to gain traction due to missed blocks or inconsistent lane execution. Cam Jurgens continues to face challenges against repeat rush moves, and the lack of cohesion along the line has contributed to stalled drives. Comparisons with players such as Brett Toe underscore the performance gaps, as Toe has demonstrated stronger run blocking, more reliable positioning, and greater consistency in pass protection. These contrasts highlight questions about readiness for playoff-level intensity. and the importance of aligning coaching strategy with individual capabilities. The ability to sustain drives and maximize each possession hinges on addressing these technical and strategic shortcomings in game management, particularly on third downs. Remains a focal point. Repeatedly seeing third and long situations end in minimal yardage or punts illustrates a tendency toward risk aversion. The Eagles have the talent to execute dynamic plays, but a conservative mindset has limited scoring opportunities and placed unnecessary pressure on the defense. Unlocking the team's full potential demands a blend of aggression and calculated decision-making, especially in the postseason where every play can alter momentum and define outcomes. When offensive execution aligns with defensive stability, victories become attainable. But achieving that balance requires commitment, discipline, and strategic boldness. Despite these concerns, players like Saquon Barkley provide an infectious sense of confidence. His belief in the team's tools and capabilities fosters a mindset of resilience and adaptability that is essential for postseason success. By focusing on one game at a time and understanding the sudden-death nature of playoff football, Barkley and other key contributors create a culture where confidence drives performance. When the offense manages to generate sparks in conjunction with a dominant defense, the Eagles have the potential not just to compete, but to dictate the flow of games and impose their will on opponents. The offensive line's trajectory and coaching adjustments are the pivotal elements in determining postseason outcomes. Lane Johnson's presence offers stability and the ability to open lanes in the run game, which could transform offensive efficiency. Play designs that encourage assertive decision-making can lead to consistency across all four quarters, preventing the second-half stalls that have plagued the team. The combination of individual growth, strategic adaptation, and improved cohesion along the offensive front could elevate the Eagles from a team with flashes of brilliance to one capable of sustained performance in high-pressure scenarios. Each aspect, from protection schemes to situational awareness, plays a significant role in shaping the team's playoff prospects and defining the narrative of their postseason journey. As the Eagles move closer to the postseason, the spotlight intensifies on how well they can execute under pressure. Every possession, every third down, and every red zone opportunity takes on amplified importance, particularly against opponents who are equally motivated and capable of exploiting even minor lapses. The defensive unit has been the backbone of this team, delivering consistent pressure, forcing turnovers, and limiting big plays. But relying solely on defense is not a sustainable strategy. Offense must step up to complement the defensive efforts, creating a balanced approach that keeps opponents guessing and maintains momentum throughout all four quarters. The team's talent is undeniable, but converting potential into consistent results requires a blend of skill, strategy, and mental toughness. Particularly as the intensity of playoff football ramps up, Cam Jurgens remains at the center of ongoing discussions, and his struggles against persistent pass rush moves have been evident. Throughout the season, it is clear that the offensive line's performance is not just about individual ability, but about cohesion, communication, and timing. When Jordan Matta and Landon Dickerson falter, drives stall, and opportunities slip away, highlighting the need for a synchronized unit capable of executing complex schemes under pressure. Backup players like Frey Johnson provide stability in their roles, yet the inconsistencies among starters are glaring, leaving the team vulnerable in crucial situations. While creative play calling, including tosses and innovative run concepts, has occasionally produced positive results, inconsistency remains a recurring issue. For the Eagles to advance deep into the postseason, they must stabilize the offensive line and ensure that the quarterback has both time and confidence to execute plays effectively. The coaching approach is another critical factor, influencing performance. Passivity on offense has been a theme, with the team often settling for field goals instead of seizing opportunities on third and long scenarios. Conservative play calling can undermine momentum, allowing opponents to regain confidence and shift the rhythm of the game. A more aggressive approach is necessary, trusting playmakers to execute and understanding that calculated risks can produce high rewards. While the defense has been exceptional, an offense that relies too heavily on conservative strategies limits the team's ceiling. Turning potential into tangible results requires a willingness to take calculated risks, particularly in moments where aggressive decisions can change the outcome of a game. The running game remains a vital element of the Eagles' offensive strategy, yet it has been inconsistent. Lane creation and execution of blocking schemes are essential to maximizing yardage And when these elements align, the offense becomes dynamic and difficult to defend. Cam Jurgens has faced challenges maintaining protection against repeated moves, which has disrupted flow and reduced effectiveness. Comparisons to players like Brett Toe emphasize how small differences in technique and awareness can translate into significant advantages on the field. Toe has demonstrated consistency in run blocking, positioning, and pass protection, showing that refinement and execution at the highest level can significantly impact overall performance for the Eagles. Bridging these gaps is crucial to ensure drives are sustained and scoring opportunities are maximized. Third down efficiency is a recurring concern. Multiple games have illustrated the consequences of conservative approaches in these situations. Where minimal yardage or punts replace potential first downs and scoring drives, the Eagles have the personnel to execute more aggressive and effective plays. Yet a cautious mindset has limited their ability to fully capitalize on opportunities. Success on third down requires not only talent, but also the confidence and decisiveness to execute high-pressure plays consistently as the playoffs approach. Mastering these scenarios becomes even more critical, with the understanding that every possession can dramatically alter the momentum and trajectory of a game. Individual performances continue to play a defining role in shaping outcomes. Jalen Hurts' development into a formidable pass rusher has provided a new dimension to the defense, creating pressure that can disrupt opposing offenses and open opportunities for teammates. His 5.5 sacks, 27 pressures, and 10 quarterback hits over the recent stretch demonstrate his capacity to influence games. Likewise, Hurts' careful ball handling under challenging conditions showcases the importance of composure and decision-making, particularly when mistakes can swing momentum. These contributions, though sometimes underappreciated, highlight the interplay between individual growth and collective success, emphasizing that football is a game where every role matters and consistency is paramount. Confidence and resilience are equally crucial. Saquon Barkley exemplifies this mindset, remaining composed and optimistic even after setbacks. His belief in the team's capabilities reinforces a culture of persistence and mental toughness, qualities that are essential in playoff football. Barkley's approach demonstrates how leadership and poise can influence teammates, ensuring that challenges are met with determination rather than hesitation. When offensive bursts align with defensive stability, the Eagles can control games and create opportunities for decisive plays, highlighting the importance of maintaining composure and belief throughout the season's most critical moments. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, rumors are swirling that the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots have agreed to a blockbuster trade that could reshape the league as we know it. Sources close to team executives suggest that Eagles general manager ROSEMAN, known for his bold and sometimes unpredictable maneuvers, may have just pulled off one of the most audacious deals in recent memory. The trade details remain murky, but insiders claim it involves high-profile players from both rosters, potentially altering the dynamics of the NFC and AFC in ways fans are only beginning to imagine. Speculation is running wild about which key figures could be on the move. Some analysts suggest a star offensive weapon could be heading to Boston, while a defensive cornerstone might be heading to Philadelphia. The timing of the deal is particularly intriguing, as it comes after months of whispers regarding roster restructuring on both sides. Eagles fans are reportedly buzzing with excitement at the prospect of ROSEMAN shaking up the lineup yet again, while Patriots supporters are cautiously optimistic about what new talent could bring to Bill Belichick's ever-evolving system. Social media erupted almost immediately following the leak, with hashtags related to the potential trade trending nationwide. Sports pundits are debating the strategic implications. Could the Patriots be positioning themselves for a long-term rebuild? Or is this a calculated gamble to chase another Super Bowl run? Meanwhile, the Eagles' front office has been praised for its willingness to take risks, and some insiders hint that this deal could signal a more aggressive approach in the upcoming season. Despite the frenzy, neither team has confirmed the details, and both organizations are staying tight-lipped, fueling even more speculation. Fans are left to imagine the possibilities: star quarterbacks switching conferences, defensive units getting a major overhaul, and the balance of power in the NFL potentially shifting overnight. If the rumors prove true, this trade could go down in history as one of the boldest most talked about moves in modern football for now. The league and its loyal fans wait with bated breath, ready to see if this explosive rumor will reshape the NFL landscape forever. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.